Welcome to the C List. I'm Josh,
And I'm Aaron.
and today we're going to be looking at Burning Bright.
Directed in 2010 by Carlos Brooks, if I am correct. Yep, I think I am correct.
Okay,
Josh?
Burning Bright is a tiger film. Which, I'm straight off the bat, I'm going to say this, they use a real tiger. That is worth mentioning.
Yeah, like bear, using a real bear.
Like Bear, it uses a real tiger, but I found that, the interactions between, the tiger and, the people, rather than in Bear where they simply put a man in a bear costume, in this one they just sort of CGI'd the two into, the same sort of shot, which works
work
to
better.
varying degrees of success.
Yeah, you don't see any of the cables keeping the animal in check, and you don't see a man, like one of the handlers, sort of looking after it, making sure it doesn't kill the cows, which it should have done.
But anyway, the plot. A man is making a safari, so he buys this really, really vicious tiger, and then he locks up his old house, which I believe they're selling, so that he
No,
can
I thought that...
make his safari.
No, they're turning the whole house into the park.
Oh, he's selling the house into the safari. Then they chuck
Yeah.
all the kids. He locks the kids in the house with the tiger, and waits for the tiger to kill them. That is the plot.
Bit more detail than that. The kids, there's a sort of 21-year-old styley, sort of mid-20s, early 20s, girl, and her autistic brother, who's younger. And it's their stepfather who locks them in the house.
I thought that my
Okay.
simplistic version was good enough. It's effectively two kids locked in a house with a tiger.
Essentially, yeah. But yeah.
What do you want to start with,
Yeah.
Aaron? I know that you've got lots of negative points to say about it. Which one do you want to start with?
I'll start on a positive.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
The cover is awesome.
The cover is awesome.
I really like it. It's sort of got this feeling, quite menacing, looks like a classic sort of horror film.
Go get the
And
DVD.
it just-
Buy now, beat the rush.
Yeah, well, don't buy the DVD in my view, but yeah, it looks good. I was looking forward to this film since I heard about it and bought it when it came out. I was like, this looks amazing, and I watched it. And yeah, that's where the good sort of ends.
I watched the trailer before, which got me excited about the film, and then when I actually did watch it, I enjoyed all the newer aspects that Burning Bright brought, and so based on and so on merit, I like it, which is interesting considering that the last film to use an actual creature was Bear, which you liked and I didn't, and now in this film I'm defending Burning Bright and you're hating it.
Yeah, can I say one more thing about the cover, quickly?
Oh yeah, go for it.
The cover says starring Brianna Evergan, I think that's how you pronounce it, from Step Up 2, which I thought quite amusing, mainly because this film ain't anything like Step Up 2. They don't dance, they don't sing. I don't know why people that watch Step Up 2 wouldn't really probably watch this film.
It's like having a Disney film and then putting something like a live action
Featuring
Disney
voice
film.
of Arnie.
Yeah, from the director of Platoon,
Yeah.
It's not quite the connection that you should really put on your box cover.
Yeah. But yeah, one of the reasons I prefer Bear, personally, just on a little side note, Bear was made on pretty much no money at all. This clearly had more money pumped into it.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
And
Other than that,
that's
these
one
guys did a
thing.
crazily professional job, which they didn't, so.
Yeah, okay, I guess I'll start with my first negative at the beginning. The title sequence. Which goes
That's
on
right,
for
we're
3
starting at the
minutes,
beginning!
which goes on for 3 minutes and 35 seconds. And it's not even an interesting title sequence. Frankly, quite boring. It's sort of like... It's one of those that you should probably have over footage, like the names of the actors and things. It's just boring. I was tuned off by this point.
I swear,
was
like, the Sci-Fi
why?
Channel films always start with, like, a big, epic helicopter shots with the title sequence coming up.
Yeah, Eye of the Beast did start with a helicopter shot of the boat.
Where was the helicopter? I know that the entire film sets place inside a house, but still, helicopter shot. Always necessary.
Was... No, okay. Yeah, because then it goes to them on the road, the bloke on the road with the tiger. Fucking... But, yeah, I guess I'll say the next thing I hate. Right, if you've watched our previous reviews, I have a personal thing about female lead characters sometimes. This one, again, I want her dead. Hate her. I hate the brother as well. I hate all the characters. Except the stepfather, who I actually quite liked by the end because he was just such an arsehole and he wanted to kill these two people that I hated.
I found that to be really refreshing, the fact that the film was no holds barred. We're going to make the bad guy an arsehole. Even though he's not on screen, he's an arsehole.
Yeah, it's brilliant because that occasionally cuts back to him sitting in a bar going, "It's what I've done right." He's like, "I'll just drink all my sorrows away. I'll have money soon." Because essentially, should we explain why he's done it?
I would like to think that in the script it just said Johnny is a bad guy, and then they underlined bad guy lots.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But yeah, the film's got like a half-hour lead-up as well before actually anything happens, which royally pissed me off. I thought it should have probably started mid-action and possibly done some like flashback refreshers during the course of the film if need be. But start at mid-action, so this girl wakes up in the middle of a hurricane, locked in the house with her brother and a tiger. Bang, you're straight in the action. And you're straight in there with her, opposed to this whole 30-minute lead-up of the fact that the stepfather's taken the kid's money, so this kid can't go to his special autistic school, and he's just such an arsehole. Yeah, and then you got this big bit where they argue with one another, and she's like, it's not your money, it's my money, and he's like, well, it's in your mother's will that I have the money. Oh, yeah, just shoot them.
I am currently saluting Michael Shanks.
Back to the actual film.
Yes, back to tigers. Back to tigers. Not rhinos, tigers.
The pacing is awful in it. It's just slow. And it wouldn't mind me if the dialogue was good or stuff, but when you got essentially two people in a house with a tiger, one of which isn't really talking.
The thing that always sticks out in my mind is the fact that she spends like a minute and a half in a laundry chute hiding from the tiger.
Was it only that long? It felt like
no.
so much longer.
It's that song she's hiding from the tiger. Then the tiger notices where she is and tries to claw at her for another minute and a half. And then later on in the film, I think she goes back to the laundry chute with her brother.
Yes.
So I think the first time she's in the laundry chute, it's just her. And the second time, she has her brother with her as well. And it's just like, oh my god, are we going to do this all over again?
Because she drops her phone down the laundry, so she has to go down there to go get her phone.
And the tiger smashes it.
Yeah.
Tigers are clever, take that. Go Tony. That's right, Tony the Tiger.
I mean, the main woman in the whole film spends the majority of it just in sleepwear, which makes things slightly easier to watch. Say what you will about me, but it does.
Makes anything easier to watch.
Yeah.
No creature features need? More pajamas.
Yeah. There was a great bit where she dreams about killing her brother, and I was like, wow, she's killing her brother, and it was a dream. And I was like, oh, you should have killed your brother. It's one of those films I started shouting at the screen that I just wanted them to die, and then towards the end, when I saw that they might not die, got really angry. There's also a bit of a freezer. At the start you see this freezer, and literally my first thought is, there's no reason for that freezer to be there. She's got to put her brother in it at some point to save him.
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda happens.
Foreboding!
Spoilers there.
Kinda.
But yeah, they kinda do it. I thought they were going to blow up the house. They didn't blow up the house, which I guess is a good thing, slightly more realistic. But yeah, it's just shit. Utter shit. This
that one
goes
word
down
summary. It's just shit.
Well, this personally for me goes down with the lowest films. I mean, I didn't get any enjoyment out of this really, except for looking at the box cover. And I guess the box cover is slightly better than things like Snakes on a Train and things. But Snakes on a Train, as much as I fucking hate that film and how abysmal it is, at least it's got a fucking twist in it. And there's that whole scene where the little girl gets killed. Little bitch. Girl. But yeah, and yeah, it's...
Oh, dear me.
At least it has that redeeming feature. This has nothing except for the box cover being half good. Snakes... Yeah, Python 2 Snakes. At least it had an amusing performance by William Zabka, who just played a cock. This, nope. I guess the arsehole of a bad guy, I can't remember the actor's name, but he played a guy called Johnny. He's probably the only redeeming feature, really. He was quite fun.
I would say that this film is like a moderate on my scale. Just because
what would you rate it out of 10?
I found the kids' autism occasionally quite entertaining. It was a new way to do things. I liked the evil stepdad. Everything that involved him, I thought was just funny because it was just so evil. And I liked the realistic the real tiger.
So what would you actually rate it out of 10 then, if you had to?
5, maybe less.
Yeah. Mine's definitely less.
Just because, you know, on my scale, up at the top you've got things like Mega Snake, Bird vs. Python, Mammoth.
Eye of the Tiger. Eye of the Tiger?
Eye of the Tiger? No, I have the Beast. Prana 3D, Dino Croc, Rogue.
You're just listing off all the films now. All the films we've reviewed.
And a few we haven't. Sharktopus. And then at the other end, you've got things like Snakes on a Train, Python 2, Copperheads.
Snake Man.
Snake Man, aka the Snake King, aka whatever, it's a pile of crap.
Snake Island King Man.
Yeah. Oh, also at the top, Shark in Venice. I enjoyed Shark in Venice.
I didn't particularly, but you'll get to hear about our disagreement on that one at a later date.
Oh yeah, that is coming. That's going to be a real busting of the heads debate. That is. So
I mean, I'm going to supply Josh with a copy of Monster just so he can see Abysmal, even worse Abysmal.
I'm going to supply Aaron with a copy of Rottweiler, so he can enjoy. Well, he can just enjoy Rottweiler because it's fucking silly.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't recommend this to anyone, not even the people I hate. It's just shit.
I can't think of any other creature features starring tigers, so that's all I got.
I'm sure we could find one at some point. But
if you really like tigers, then this film is
don't
amazing.
watch this. If you really like tigers, just watch endless Frosties adverts. And just imagine... No, yeah, okay. Josh wants you to see it, I don't want you to see it. See, it's good when we disagree. But yeah, I'd say no then, in roundup of this.
I'll say yes. And that's pretty much all from us.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time. Bye.